June 11, 2026. 48 nations, 104 matches, 16 cities across 3 countries. The largest FIFA World Cup in history is set to begin, and the world is turning against it. In the Netherlands, over 156,000 citizens signed a petition demanding their team boycott the tournament. In Germany, 47% of the public supports withdrawal. Former FIFA president Sepp Blatter warned fans to avoid the United States. In Mexico, the military killed cartel leader El Mencho on February 22nd, triggering retaliatory violence across multiple states. At least 59 people died, nearly 100 roads were blockaded, and Guadalajara, host of 4 World Cup matches, was shut down. In the United States, ICE acting director Todd Lyons told Congress that immigration agents will be a key part of World Cup security. He refused to commit to pausing operations during the tournament. Fans from nations under travel bans may never reach the stadiums. Ticket prices have climbed as high as $8,680 for premium seats. A Mexico City hotel surged from $157 to $3,082 per night, a 273% increase. FIFA projects $13 billion in revenue. Host cities are drowning in debt. This is how the biggest sporting event on Earth became the most dangerous. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is the first tournament hosted across 3 nations: the United States, Mexico, and Canada. It is also the first to expand from 32 to 48 teams, a 50% increase, and from 64 to 104 matches. The tournament spans 39 days, from June 11 to July 19th, across 16 host cities. The United States hosts 78 matches in 11 cities, including the final at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Mexico contributes 3 venues: Estadio Azteca in Mexico City for the opening match, plus Guadalajara and Monterrey. Canada adds Toronto and Vancouver. FIFA has invested roughly $3 billion in operations. The projected return is $13 billion, making this the most commercially lucrative World Cup ever. But the financial burden falls on host cities. Los Angeles committed $2.2 billion in renovations. Toronto spent $123 million upgrading BMO Field. Chicago withdrew entirely, citing unsustainable demands from FIFA. Total infrastructure spending across all 16 cities approaches $5 billion. Critics argue FIFA reaps the profits while cities absorb the debt. A pattern repeated at every global sporting event, but never at this scale. The question is whether political turmoil and security fears will hollow out the returns before a single ball is kicked. In January 2026, boycott calls erupted across Europe. The trigger was not football, it was geopolitics. U.S. President Donald Trump threatened to annex Greenland from Denmark. His administration enforced aggressive immigration crackdowns, required 5 years of social media history from visa applicants, and deployed 3,000 ICE agents to Minneapolis. There, agents shot and killed 2 American citizens, Alex Preddy and Renee Good, during enforcement operations, igniting nationwide outrage. A Dutch broadcaster launched an online petition, calling for the Netherlands to boycott the World Cup. Within days, it passed 156,000 signatures. In Germany, an INSA Institute poll for the Bild newspaper found that 47% of the public supported a boycott if Trump annexed Greenland. Oke Goetlich, an executive at Hamburger SV, called the boycott debate legitimate and necessary. In France, lawmaker Eric Coquelle urged the government to consider withdrawal. The French Federation declined, but the European Democratic Party urged federations to consider withdrawal, unless safety guarantees were secured. Sepp Blatter went further, advising fans to avoid the United States entirely. If even one nation follows through, it would be the first boycott in 96 years of World Cup history. On February 22, 2026, the Mexican military raided a mountain hideout near Tapalpa, Jalisco. The target was El Mencho, Nemesio Oseguera, Cervantes, leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. The raid became a firefight, and El Mencho died while being airlifted to a hospital. His followers retaliated within hours. Gunmen blocked nearly 100 roads with burning vehicles and attacked military bases across Jalisco and Michoacan. Burned trucks and cars littered highways around Guadalajara. At least 25 soldiers and 34 cartel fighters were killed. Guadalajara hosts of 4 World Cup matches at the 48,000-seat. Estadio Akron shut down. Puerto Vallarta, the Pacific Coast resort, went dark. Airlines suspended flights. Schools closed. Governor Lemus declared a code red, halting all business and transport. President Scheinbaum insisted there was no risk for fans. Infantino called Mexico's preparations spectacular from Colombia. But Hugo Alejandro Perez, a restaurant owner living miles from the stadium, watched smoke rise from his street. Hosting a World Cup here, he said, amid this violence is not a good idea. The code red lifted on February 24th. Life is returning to normal, but the deeper question has no answer. What happens if another cartel leader falls before June 11th? The boycott and cartel violence are two fronts in this crisis. The third is unfolding inside the United States itself. On February 10th, ICE Acting Director Todd Lyons testified before the House Homeland Security Committee. Representative Nellie Pooh, whose New Jersey district includes MetLife Stadium, site of the World Cup final, asked whether ICE would pause enforcement during matches. Lyons refused. He stated that ICE is a key part of the overall security apparatus. For the World Cup, Pooh pressed further. You realize that if fans feel they will be wrongfully detained, it will hurt this entire process? Lyons replied only that ICE was committed to ensuring a safe and secure event. This came days after ICE agents shot and killed two American citizens, Alex Pretty and Renee Good in Minneapolis, where 3,000 agents had been deployed at Trump's direction. Their deaths ignited nationwide outrage and deepened fears about what foreign visitors might face. Football Supporters Europe declared it was extremely concerned by the ongoing militarization of U.S. police forces. Human rights groups warned that visitors who criticize U.S. policy risk detention and transfer to ICE custody. Citizens of nations under travel bans, including Iran and Haiti, may never reach the stadiums at all. For the 78 matches on American soil, there is no guarantee that fans will be safe from enforcement. The tournament was built to bring the world together. In 2026, part of that world may not be allowed in. Beyond the politics, there is another crisis: the cost. FIFA has set ticket prices from $60 for supporter category seats to $8,680 for premium final tickets at MetLife Stadium. The $60 tier comes with a catch. It is available only to fans of qualified nations, not general buyers. Hospitality packages in Toronto start at $2,500 for the FIFA Pavilion, rise to $3,700 for the Trophy Lounge, and hit $5,350 for pitch-side access per match. In New York, luxury travel packages list at over $18,000 per person for hotel and ticket bundles. But the sharpest shock is in the hotel market. After the schedule was confirmed in December 2025, hotel prices in host cities surged more than 300% on average. In New Jersey, a Fairfield Inn listed rooms at $3,066 per night. A Hampton Inn nearby charged $35.18. In Mexico City, one hotel jumped from $157 to $3,882 per night, a 2,373% increase. Parking at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles is projected at $250 to $300 per event. FIFA projects $13 billion in total revenue from this tournament. But at these prices, full stadiums are not guaranteed. The 2022 Qatar World Cup drew 3.4 million in-person spectators. The 2026 tournament aims to surpass that, but financial barriers of tickets, travel, hotels, and fear may produce the opposite. FIFA profits no matter what. The host cities, buried in billions of debt, may not. The 2026 FIFA World Cup was supposed to be a celebration. 48 nations, 104 matches, 3 countries, 39 days of global unity through football. Instead, it has become a flashpoint. Europe's boycott movement, driven by 156,000 Dutch signatures and 47% of the German public, marks the first time. Qualified nations have seriously weighed withdrawal on political grounds since 1930. Mexico's cartel violence left at least 59 dead after El Mencho's killing, and raised urgent questions about whether Guadalajara can safely host 4 matches in June. The United States hosting 78 of 104 games. Confirmed ICE agents at stadiums, while its policies threaten to bar fans from multiple nations. Ticket prices reaching $8,680, and hotel rooms surging past 2,000% are pricing out the fans. This tournament was built for FIFA President Infantino, who attended Trump's inauguration, awarded him a peace prize, and signed an agreement with his Board of Peace, insists everything is fine. Everything's good, he said from Colombia. It's going to be spectacular. No qualified team has ever boycotted a World Cup. No host nation has faced cartel, warfare, and immigration crackdowns simultaneously, months before kickoff. No tournament has ever been this expensive for ordinary fans. The 2026 World Cup may still happen exactly as planned, but the question hanging over every stadium and every empty seat is simple: at what cost and for whom?